moving on to our next segment, Standout.
Moment
of the week. Our
Can we do
favorite
like,
panel or page.
wait, can we do like real effects next time? Like, is that in the
Like
budget?
I bottle them in.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Most of our budget's for candy.
All right, well, don't touch the candy budget.
Yeah, you don't want to touch that. What are you drinking?
Shirley Temple.
Get out of town. I was actually
I
craving a Shirley Temple the other day. You know that?
Really?
Yeah. My
Get on it.
favorite panels in this instance is from Venom number 253 by Al Ewing and Carlos Gomez. Okay, I say this in the interview a little bit later, but Carlos Gomez is getting better and freaking better year after year. And I mean, that's common for most artists, but like
Right.
the level of quality, and he's backed up by Frank DiMarta, who does an incredible job with shininess. He's done Iron Man a couple times, or Iron Man runs, I should say. And in the
Mhm.
shininess of Venom's gold plate here is so cool. But I just freaking love that these characters are like spying on MJ. MJ at this point has figured out where AIM is and that they're spying on her. And just barrels through this brick wall. And I love how he's drawn every brick as if like it really is just a one layer of bricks that are holding up this wall.
This entire
And
building,
the
yeah.
and the fact that in the second panel, one of the AIM guys goes, "My ribs." It's just so funny to me. I don't know. But anyway, I just love the way the bricks are kind of pushed out, and then also the sound effect, of course, of Kroom is very cool. But there's a
Yeah.
lot of really cool visual moments in this issue.
I just love the kind of the shape of Venom in this
Mm,
run. Like
mm.
that it feels a little more like playful and approachable in a way. And so like I feel like this moment
Yeah,
is
the
like
teeth,
especially yeah, there's something about it that is almost
straight
like
teeth.
yeah, it's very Venom-esque, but it's also different, and I love that.
As the curator of Venom Unleashed, I will say there are a lot of folks seemingly angry that that Venom is
Yes.
not overly sexualized. They want her to have boobs and stuff.
I love it
Um,
that it's not. It's just like it's definitely like a different Venom, but it's still gnarly and gross in some ways, but it's also,
and it aligns with the story, with which is she's trying to hide the identity of who's inside
yeah,
the
she
suit.
doesn't want people to know, so why would she project that out?
Right. And then also, if you were a woman, if there are
Yeah.
women out there, please write in. Chris at. Uh, do you really want to have a symbiote like barely covering your ass while you're fighting crime? No, that's
No,
ridiculous.
I want a full tank of armor. That's what I'm
Hmm.
doing.
Anyway, let's talk about your favorite panel or page.
My favorite panels page, let's just say page, is from Ultimate Wolverine 13. Um,
Rawr! You see that?
yeah.
I just did it. I just did it. You didn't even look at me when I did it.
Oh, that's a very good bear.
Yeah, thanks.
I will say that I love Carbone's Domenico's Carbone's work on this. I just, the whole issue is this kind of battle between Wolverine and Ursa, and like it definitely gets brutal in parts. Like I said, I mean, there's
Yeah.
limbs being detached, there's ample blood, everything you could want. I just love this one because I think it just, it plays around with, light and shadow. It plays around with kind of angles. You can't really tell, like, is he climbing a wall? Is he climbing away from the bear? Like, it's just one of those moments that it's just like a cool kind of snapshot. And, like I
Hmm.
said earlier, I think this issue had like the unenviable task of trying to kind of follow up that main story. And it's just cool that I think that they leaned into like this is kind of like a one and done, even if we are building, adding on to the story in a way. But it's like if you want to do that kind of one and done, I think you need kind of moments like this where it's just like really
Mm.
brutal and cool, and again is about showcasing the artist and what they can kind of do with this universe, with this subject matter. And I think it accomplishes it, and it's just cool. And also Ursa just looks dope as heck.
One of my favorite comics when I was just getting into comics 10 years ago when I was 12 is it was the comic where Spider-Man fights Grizzly, and there's a
Mm,
panel I just loved because he was so hulking, but then there's a
yeah.
panel where I think they're on a train and Peter sees him for the first time and just starts laughing hysterically because he's got the bear head helmet kind of
Yeah.
thing. Anyway, this kind of reminds me of that partly because of the fingers, but I love this
Yeah.
silhouette panel here where he's where Wolverine's basically taking it on the head.
Yeah.
It's pretty, it shows like how unmatched he is at that moment where he's getting flung.